Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's percolating. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning to the people on Facebook. Good morning to the people on IG. Good morning to the people on the YouTube. Good morning to the people on LinkedIn and Twitter too. Java. Percolating. Get a vibe, stay ready. Truth in the cup, keep it strong, keep it steady. Pull up a chair, yeah. Take a sip with me. Good morning, good people. Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the love percolating. Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, the love percolating. Yeah, Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Percolating. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we in it. Good morning. Good morning. Java with Jimmy. Percolating. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we in it. Good morning. Good morning. Java with Jimmy.
Good morning. Welcome to the K Java fam.
All right, we got it now. As you all have seen, I was off site yesterday, and can you all hear me? Can you all see me to make sure we're good? Because you all know how it goes when I have to break down and start again. So make sure you can hear me. If somebody can confirm, and we will be all set and good to go. Before I do the introduction, somebody say yes. Sound is good. We got a good brother in the room this morning. I'm excited to have him in the room. Just somebody say yes. Okay, Milagro, of course. One saying you can hear me. So we're good. We're about to bring in a good brother that is no stranger at all to the Java Cafe. He has been here many times. And hold on for 1 second. There's a good thing about packing up a studio in a bag. And then the other interesting thing is you got to come back and make sure everything is working right. So we're good. I'm going to bring a good brother into the room. He's known as Bumbya or Milton, and we call him Milton here. So Brother Milton, what's going on, man?
I'm just enjoying my coffee.
So you're the second person that coffee, I mean, that cup wasn't supposed to be used.
I know. But I'm me. And I'm
at the end of the day, and we're going to find out and learn more today.
It's the only time I'm gonna use it.
Listen, he is an awardee for the fourth or fifth annual Red Cup Awards. Him and Mario did some great stuff, and they got the community, the Katrina Uber Clark Community Volunteerism Award. So that is the cup from which he's drinking this morning. So Milton, welcome. You are, again, no stranger. You are on camera today versus being in the comments. And, you know, I'll go ahead and let you say hello. And I started to put in the show description the other son, but you know what you got to do after in your greeting as well. So go ahead, brother. Greet the people. You know what to do.
I was already in the comments. So you already know. I already said hello to the Java fam and good morning to mama. And yeah, I'm just happy to be back. You know, I think this is like my 8th time. So I like it every time I get an opportunity to come here and share what I'm doing in the community. So I appreciate you for always having me on, you know.
Yes, sir. And I think is this the first time you're on virtually?
Java, I think we did it twice
In person.
and then everything else was just virtual.
You've been here virtual before? Okay. I was thinking about that earlier. Okay. So let's first of all, in the work that you do, you're a dad. I'm gonna go ahead and say you're a husband, you're a son. You are not untouched by a lot that's going on in our community. And in that work, sometimes it's interesting. And Mental Health Monday, and we, move in the wellness space. So how are you doing as an individual, as a person, with a lot of things going on in our community?
I feel good. I'll be honest. It's just always a work in progress. Every day is a new day, a new challenge. Nothing in life will ever be perfect. Even though when I think I got it all figured out, life will throw me another curveball, another situation I have to deal with, a family member or a kid. So I'm just constantly working on myself and, keeping upbeat and just listen, Java, man. I'm just happy right now, if that makes sense. It's a good time for the community and like the stuff these brothers want to put together. I'm just proud of those men. So I'm working on myself.
Yes, sir.
Because mental health is important. If I don't work on myself, I'll be good for nobody. So that's something I constantly do. So I spend time by myself, and I pray a lot now. Ever since my mother passed away. So I'm just in a great space mentally, and now I feel like I'm in the perfect place mentally to reach out to these kids in the community.
That's interesting because we often talk, and you're part of the conversations about, you're no good to anybody else unless you take care of yourself. And so that's how I usually start with people that, move in this space of violence prevention. There's also the piece, Milton, of, there was a lot of chatter, about a surge coming to Boston and they were going to target the Cape Verdean community. All of that has a
Good luck. I get it, but Cape Verdeans, we're in a great space, whether people realize it or not. The last thing we need is some entity or something to bring us closer together. So it's just like, just chill, just leave us alone. We're citizens and we pay our taxes and everything like everybody else. It's not like we snuck over the border. We're from Africa, so most of us here have our paperwork and stuff like that. So a lot of times I feel like that's just fear that they're trying to put out there. They're trying to scare people and stuff like that. But most of us got our paperwork, Java. Yes, do some have immigration issues? Yeah, but Cape Verdeans, we're at a great place right now, especially in the city. Okay, Java? I pay attention to what's going on outside, right? Like I keep the temperature. I pay attention to the temperature. And right now, Cape Verdeans, we're just falling back. We're just chilling. And a lot of us are just enjoying our family right now. The last thing we need is some entity or some president to, act like they're attacking us. And that's just going to force us together, right? And again, it's like 70,000 of us here. Like we're chilling, so we're just, being productive members of our community. And a lot of them are opening up business now, Cape Verdeans, and like, we're just trying to get past the harm, if it makes sense. So it's just a lot that was done. And obviously we're just not going to forget it. But it's like, listen, ICE, just fall back, if that makes sense, man. We just chilling right now.
Got you.
And I'm a citizen, okay? And it's funny that Trump sending ICE, he's the one that signed my citizen. Like in first term. So when I became a U.S. citizen, it's Trump's signature. So.
Okay. So I appreciate you kind of bringing together on a national level and also locally. And you talk about, the community and unity and bringing folks together. So that is how I got introduced to you with Tudo Djunto, which means coming together and community. And that's one of the things that we're talking about today. So before we get into what's coming, give folks, and we know our good brother Milton, he can go in, give us about a good 2 minutes I don't know if you've been here since the block parties. I know we talked about it beforehand, but I don't know if you've been on since they've happened. So give us an update about everything that's going on. And then we can talk about what's going on in Brockton soon.
So I'm gonna just get straight to it when it comes to the block party. I had some friends come, right? With less melanin. I'll just say that. And they would be like, oh my God, Like my friends are like, "You're crazy for going over there. Do you know what they've done to each other?" And mind you, she came with her kid and everything, and it's just like I'm looking at her, and I was like, I get it. The fear is still there. You know, we committed like the violence we committed against each other was brutal. I'm not sugarcoating that. It was bad. Like so many murders between us. But somebody got to try something, Java. Don't get mad at me for just trying something. And what I'm tired of, it was the back and forth, the funerals. So I just got to a place where it's like, can we come together? Because there was a time where we would be partying, we would celebrate with each other. I would remember vividly walking towards Hancock and like down that area, like towards Uphams before it got bad. And we just walking and enjoy the block parties amongst the Cape Verdeans. I mean, the house parties. And then it just got to a point where we couldn't even hit the corner without a pistol. So when I had my son, that realization was just, you know what? Before I stand over my son, how my father stood over me, I'm gonna try.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just a brother that's trying, right? And along the way, I ruffled some feathers. Who cares, right? Those so-called gatekeepers, they wasn't stopping me. I went around them. I made real connections in the city. You see, I be paying attention to all the lives, and I notice people always say, gatekeeper this, gatekeeper that. I'm here to tell you they ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying?
You got to jump the gate. You got to jump the gate.
Chooses you, it's you, Java. It's you, right? And clearly, I didn't even want this. But my brother said it has to be you, right? So I took it along, and along the way, I just reached out to city officials. And the way people, and I get it, and I understand, we all have different struggles. How I got here is different from how the next person will get here. But what I'm telling you, I played no games, and I was straight up, I was authentic, and I was genuine. I'm like, I need to help my community. You hear me, Java? That's all. That's it. From day one, I was like, I'm trying to help my community. And a lot of people wasn't crazy about this brother, but I was like, he's in that position, so I need to reach out to him, right? So when I got there, they would be like, man, he's not going to hear you out. He don't care about that. But when I tell you Isaac has been a solid brother from day one, that's why I have no issues. That's why I don't speak bad about the Mayor Wu and stuff like that, because the connection I got with Isaac's like this. It's like I'm trying to save the community. He said, what's next? Let's keep working. He's out here trying to find the people that's really trying to put in the work. So, of course, I reached out to the city. We need help. We need resources. We got 3 blocks out of the 6 that wants to party. And we all agreed to enjoy ourselves with families. So mothers was out there, my aunts and people I haven't seen since my mother's funeral. And they was just all out there just smiling. And we was having a moment, Java. I caught myself having a moment. That's the first time I stood outside on my block in years. You get it?
Yes, sir.
In years that way.
Where you felt safe and it was peace. Yes, sir.
No
yes,
fear.
Sir. Yep.
Man, you know I was trying to land, but you want to rush me, man. Let me land. You know I'm joking.
You about 4 minutes. Listen, you ain't no stranger in here. So that work, the block parties, the other work you and Mario and others.
Mario.
Yep, have done.
I want to shout out the other dude, but we didn't like he just was behind the scenes. So I'm gonna respect it. I know where he from the other part. I see what he's doing. So I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna come on here on live and salute that brother from Windover, if it makes sense. So
yes, sir.
It is. I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna be upfront. I want to be more vocal. I'm out there because I want the community to know we have a voice and someone that's just trying to stop the BS. That's it, y'all. That's it, man.
I mean, you say that's it, and it's not a simple work. And in the fact that now people have seen the impact, and now I believe, and tell us how this is now, you've been asked to, or some partnership or intentionality with the partnership to focus on Brockton. And we know, like Boston, Brockton has a large Cape Verdean community. And so, how did that go from the impact here in Boston to either someone reaching out or you all recognizing that, hey, we need to go have impact out there? How did that happen?
So it happened because there's 31 members in prison. half of them. So I don't want to leave out different, because it's just bigger than Boston and Brockton. But I would say most of, like 20 of the 31 men are 10 are from Boston, 10 are from Brockton. So most of the men in Tudo Djunto are from Brockton. So Brockton has always been the plan, but we started in Boston. So that's it. It's not that Boston is better than Brockton. It's just we have plans, and we know, Java. The ask is, I know what the ask is. I struggle, with certain death that I've, in life, Java. So I know what the ask is. Get it? I know what the ask is. That's why I'm standing on business while I'm asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking other brothers not to go through what I went through. I'm telling you, Java. I'm glad my father's still here. My mother, she sees. I believe energy. We're just still here. So my mother hasn't gone anywhere. I can't see her physically, but I feel her all the time, Java. But I'm happy my father's here, because he gets to see the other side of his son.
Yes, sir.
And like I tell people, I'll be damned if I stand over my son how my father stood over me, Java. And I think I had it all figured out when I was busy being tough, So that's all this is, Java. Just a brother trying to save lives. So Brockton is next, because it's needed. It's needed. The brothers there from south side and north side, some of them are willing to come to the table. So this is not no gimmick. This is not no game. Like, nobody. People don't understand. They just think, oh, they just over here talking about coming together. I hear everything. I hear the slick talks. I hear the comments. It's not working. How come they're not doing it, Java?
You don't want to ask me any questions related to talk.
I know. Those so-called gatekeepers. Listen, I'm very respectful. I pay attention to everything. Okay? These people that's in powerful positions ain't doing nothing. Okay? I'm not the first Cape Verdean in this position, Java.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just the first one that goes to these people that I reach out to in the city. Powerful people, right? There's I'm not even gonna say their names. I find myself in these private rooms with important, powerful leaders, right? So obviously they recognize what I'm doing, and that's why I'm avoiding all these so-called gatekeepers. These gatekeepers ain't here to do nothing but fatten their pockets. So when I get on the lives and the Zooms with these city officials, the first thing I tell them is, how can I help you? They're like, I'm confused. We're here to help you. I'm like, no, I don't need no money. I need connections, because with the connections, we can move the city forward. So while they're busy getting mad at me for trying, they're not even realizing I'm not over here like, yo, I don't need that, because money runs out, Java. So before that money runs out and you thinking, oh, Milton's here for money. No, they know from the beginning, Milton's here for connections, because I'm trying to move the city forward. So while they get mad at me, that's just them showing their hands. They're in it for the different reasons. That's why the doors eventually close. For me, I'm standing on business, Java. I'm saving my community. Love it or hate it. It is what it is. Next stop, Brockton. We're going to stand on business. We'll go out there. The senator's going. I finally met her. She's a busy lady. She reached out to me. I just love her energy. Senator Liz Miranda. And we was just talking. She asked me, she was like, Milton, how can I help you? I was like, no, Liz. I said, Liz, you got this all wrong. How can I help you? How can I be a brother to you the way you've been a sister to those men? A lot of people don't realize she's been working with Tudo Djunto for over 8 years. She goes to the prison and sit with them. So this Sunday, we'll take the senator with me. Not for a long time, though. But the senator's pulling up, and we're just going to go talk to the community. It's not a Dorchester kid going there telling Brockton men how to move. It's a Dorchester kid trying to uplift the community, inspire them, and just share our stories of trauma and pain, and just letting them know, like, listen, it's time we all just put it away. So it's time we all just put it away, especially as Cape Verdeans. It's time we enjoy each other, Java. You know, there was times where I knew it was too much. You get it, Java? When it first started, like I said, the globe covered it well. We was victims first, but after a while, Java, I can tell. I can tell we was just clowns like everybody else, right? We was clowns because my father was going to funerals that my friends was directly responsible for, Java. And at that point, I'm breaking my king's heart, if that makes sense. So it's like, I'm seeing my father going to his families to shed tears while my friends are celebrating. At that point, Java, whether we spoke about it out loud or not, I already knew the taste for blood was gone for me. Seeing my father in pain and we're responsible for that, I'm like, this is backwards. This is backwards, Java. So, and privately, whether these men admit it or not, there were certain funerals of those oppositions that bothered me. But when you're in it, funerals are piling on both sides. So no one's gonna speak out like, damn, why they killed that kid from over there? But Java, there was some murders that I was like, man, that was a good kid from over there. That's when I already knew, what the hell am I gonna do? I just didn't have the answers until my brothers came along. And when they came along with Tudo Djunto, I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. You know, because it took 31 men, most of them, if not all of them, are lifers. You get it, Java? These are our brothers who are suffering because of the back and forth. You get it? So when my little brother got that life sentence, Java, he immediately, I can look back at it now, and I'm telling you, he slowly spoon-fed me because he knew how I was wired, Java. Don't call my phone if it ain't about action. Don't call my phone if you're not putting in work. That's how I was wired, Java. Only call me if it's about action. But then my brother already knew. He would tell me, Milton, I don't want you here. This is hell. These men are calling home acting like, what's up, bro? Yeah, we good, we solid. He's like, it's hell, bro. It's hell. You won't even recognize some of these men out here. If these men was out in the streets, they'd probably be over there amassing cash. That's how some of those brothers that we look up to are so far gone in prison. He said, it's hell. It's hell. I don't want my brothers. I don't want none of us here, Milton. I don't want none of us here. And then a few years after his life sentence, that's when they started through the Djunto and they said, let's go. But I need you to pick it up on the outside. I need you, your passion, your energy to drive it forward, because he knows the position I held when I was really outside running. I'm just one of a few that's just deciding, you know what? I'm going to just promote peace. That's all I'm doing. I'm just promoting peace. The other ones, they don't want to be part of it. That's cool. But don't get mad at me for pushing peace. Don't get mad at me for trying to prevent funerals. Okay? I've seen enough. I felt enough. You get it? And Java, it's been some time since I've been in the room with my cousins. And that's a good thing.
Sure.
We don't need to come together. Nothing happens in a trauma-filled room when we're crying over a lost loved one. So it's a great place to be in. Funerals are expensive. So just, don't mind me. I'm just trying.
You're good. I want to kind of lighten up because I know it's a lot in this space. So everybody, and especially the Java family, are coming at you. Jenny said every time you say Java, for the Java family to take a sip. Miss Teresa says she cracks up every time you say Java. It's certain people that you one of the ones that can get away with Java. Everybody, Joey too. That moves in this space as well. They all get away. I'll call him and he'll be like, "What up, Java?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
I'll be honest, and I think because I rock with Joey. I think it's just stuck from then because everybody call him Joey, but I'm the only one that call him too.
There's a couple that still, and I've gotten better just because you're aware that that was the old him, which contributes to now. But it just I wanted to just share that, and I wanted to share with you what something brother Garth said over on Instagram. He said all position seekers choose to ignore citizen leadership, and he said you threaten people with money, with your movement,
Yeah.
saying that you don't necessarily need the money to get it done.
No, you
And I
don't.
mean, and I got a little bit of pushback there because
And I get that, right? But again,
you got to do
if you're
things.
looking for people to give you power, the same people that give you the power are gonna take it.
And that,
The same people that's gonna give you the money when they get tired of you are gonna take it.
Hmm.
So for me, keep your money. I'm gonna chase these. You get it? That's it. That's it.
I respect it. I respect the consistency, and I respect just the intentionality of collaboration. And while you attempt to do that, when it doesn't necessarily work out the way you envision, you still keep it moving. And as you said, standing 10 toes down, you know what I mean? And standing, what does Brother Steven say? Standing on business.
No business. Never
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Shout out to Brother Stephen
Yeah,
Payne.
he'll be there Sunday. Shout
Okay.
out to
Yeah, he's on the
Matter of
let's
fact,
just go over
yeah.
who's on the program.
Yeah. Let me shout out my brothers.
Yep.
Shout out my brothers, right? I'll be further.
And there's a couple of sisters. Start with the sisters first.
I'm gonna shout them out, right? Shout out, I already shouted out Liz, right?
Yes.
She means so much to my brother, Powerful. It's just dope. It's just dope. Private conversation I had with her. This is why in life we got to get to meet people before we judge them. I respect her. So shout out to Liz, right? Luce Valar, shout her out. She's from Brockton, and she's gonna host, and she's putting everything together. The mayor will be out there, and a bunch of other city officials. So Brockton is coming out for Brockton. So I'm very happy about that. And then you have my brother Ricky Fuquan McGee, who just came home. He spent about 16 years with my little brother Powerful. Steven, we all know his story, 28 years, wrongful convicted, never not working. He still got things going, so he's going to go out there and we're going to bless the community. You got Supreme, who's always running his mouth.
Very, very, but that brother, every time I don't talk to him every day and all that, but when I talk to that man, yeah, he got something with him.
I'll be honest. And I try to tell him it's physical. I know where I'm limited. He's always trying to take me on the road with him. Right? He just came back from Houston. He's like, Milton, I'm going to Cleveland on the 3rd to the 6th. You want to come? I'm like, go sit down. Like, I'm not. No. Like, I'm different. Like, I keep my personal, like, I make it look good, Java, but like this is a process to me getting up. So I don't go nowhere without my wife. And my wife is just she makes everything.
She's in here. She's virtually look real time and virtual. I seen her up here a few seconds ago.
Yeah, so shout out that brother. But he just honestly with Preem, he's just trying to help me elevate my voice in these other major cities. So when he's asking me to go out there, he's asking me to go so I can speak. So I already know. They even went to Springfield yesterday, and I'm like, I can't physically. I'm meetings after meetings, had a meeting on Tuesday with my professor friends. And then I had another meeting yesterday. I'm not going to mention him. But it was a great meeting. And all of it is about moving Boston forward. You get it, Java?
Mm-hmm.
And I even told him, I don't need nothing, because, all these rich folks, they think people are only coming after them for whatever reasons. But I'm like, listen, my brother admires you because you come from that background and that family, but you're here in the hood with us. So we had a meeting yesterday, and we was talking about stuff in Boston and potentially different ways we can move Boston forward. We all just want to come together, Java. So and what's the other one? I can't forget her. I forgot Joanne. That's Amos's wife. Amos is part of Tudo Djunto, and he does poetry. So we want to open up, the event with a good poem, something deep, and so we can kind of set the tone before I kind of how I'm gonna get, Java. I like being heavy because what I went through was real, and no other man should see as much funerals as me, if it makes sense. At that age, I mean, funerals is just So I'm very excited about Brockton, and I wish I had all the names in front of me, but I know the mayor is gonna go, and there's a few councilors and some I don't know. I don't want to just say the wrong people, but these are just the speakers that's on there, and but it's the city's coming out, Java. The city's coming out Sunday, and we're just gonna talk about coming together, Java. That's my role, Just wanna use my story and help these brothers come together,
So go ahead, let's do it. You say you make it look good. So let's go ahead and do a commercial. Get ready to so because you're gonna go and clip.
I'm clipping this.
Before I could. Yo, Milton will say the times that Milton been on about within 10 minutes of us finishing something, either live, and now I kind of remember the virtual. I'll look on social media, and this brother done had stuff clipped out. But let's go ahead. I'm going to put the flyer up and get into your professional radio voice, and let's go ahead and drop it.
I don't even know if I got one.
What?
Me one.
You say you make it look good, so make it sound good.
Look, Java, I'm gonna let you know. I have my brother and my sister. They reached out to me and they're like, "Let's do a podcast."
Okay.
And the ideas we've been coming up with, I don't even want to share the name. The name was good and everything. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna take care of business first, meaning city stuff first. Block parties still on the agenda again this year. This year we want to have a meeting earlier.
You're not getting away with not doing a commercial.
I'm still doing a commercial, but I'm just trying to let you know. Block parties, everything. This is everything. This is not a moment. This is a movement. We want to change how we view each other, Java. That's it. Like, we got to stop with shooting each other, stabbing each other. All of that got to stop. Get it? All of it. For what? Got to stop. It's over with. So that's it. The block parties are still back on. But this year, the goal, I'm gonna reach out to Mario. He already knows he's a busy man, but it's me and Mario all over again. And but this time we want to include all the family. So that's it, Java. We're gonna keep working. We're gonna keep working.
Come on, I had you queued up. Let's go.
How you want me to say it? This Saturday? No, I said this Saturday. Wow.
Freestyle.
This Sunday, Tudo Djunto presents Pushing Peace, Power, and Prosperity. It's Sunday, February 22nd at Ann's Place, 275 Main Street, Brockton, Mass. 02301 from 2 to 6. Come early. It's going to be a decent crowd. There will be food. And just come and enjoy your community. That's it. I'm not from Brockton, but I'm going to celebrate and meet some folks. I got some brothers I got to connect with, and I got a call tomorrow. And we're just going to set up everything, like make a real connection. We need a point person from Brockton. This isn't just we go to Brockton, leave it there. Like, this is just a big show. No. We want a point person, similar to how I do it, to where when things get bad, these men can refer to that point person. I'm like, yo, listen, can we get this person at the table with this person? Can we figure out how to put it away, Java? Okay. What I'm going to tell you right now, what I learned from my situation, the reason why I am disabled and it bothered me was over $100, Java. Because when my friends would come get me, they would just make it seem like, yo, this guy here is doing this guy here is doing that. But when I got with Mario told me, Milton, I realized the back and forth, it was all over $100, Milton. I went to those men and I was like, yo, here's the 100, man. Yo, let's leave it alone. And I told Mario, you should have came to me, because I would have straightened all them kids out. I wasn't going to, for me to find out I was going to die behind $100, I thought it was worse than that, job. I thought it was real bad tension and stuff like that. But when shootings are just flying, Java, you just going right back outside. But when you realize I almost died over $100 that had nothing to do with me, nah, I can't stand for that. So a lot of these kids are suffering because of the mistakes their older homies did. And instead of telling these men, yo, that was what you did was sucker, that was some sucker shit. Instead of standing on business and holding your brothers accountable, instead of telling them, yo, bro, you was wrong, we allow all the younger ones to die behind a man's mistake. Nah, Java, that's not cool at all.
I got you. I'm gonna pull you in just a little bit because one, I know it's heavy to carry this and talk about this, and it is basically reliving it every time you talk about it. And we got the good, he uncle now, but the good Domingo in here. But I salute you and others that are doing this. And one thing that I am taking away is that, this sets an example of, and I mean, you all are putting aside death. And it does contribute to a lot of the conversation right now, around where, in Black Boston, it needs to be unity and things like that. And so in real time, I'm like, okay, these brothers can come together after deaths. It lends to, it just puts you at pause about really prioritizing community and unity. And so salutes to you and Mario and all the other partners. And I know Nugget's a part of it. I'm just saying the names that I know and am aware of. But salute to you all for making that commitment and then living it. You know what I mean? So, brother, I respect it, and I'm going to make sure that we promote, everything that you guys are doing, even the block parties that are coming up. We're months out, but as soon as you get the dates, to let us know.
Mama has to come this time. VIP right on Hamilton Street. I'll have a little section for Mama. I'll put it in a little corner.
Her and the mother's board and whatnot. Yeah. My only thing is,
I'll put a section there. They'll get the shaded area. I got them. I'll put them under a tent if I have to. I'll even have the kids cater to them. They ain't got to get up. They ain't got to grab no pop. No.
They'll love that. You said pop?
Yeah, I want it to sound different.
Geez, where did that come from? That's some old 1960 down south. He said pop. All right. Domingo said we definitely had a great time last year.
Yeah, Mingos was on the block flipping burgers. I'm like, yo, you running for mayor? He's like, so I can still flip some burgers.
Did he have a t-shirt on? Because when Mingo be out there on the burgers in the pictures, he be showing his.
No, he had
Mingo. I love you, Mingo.
we gave him an apron. Like my brother, my twin, Mike, he don't play. Yep. He had a whole smoke out there and everything.
Yo, we got to give it up to Mike. He did something for Thanksgiving. We won't go into details, but that brother cooks. He did something for Thanksgiving.
You notice how my brothers don't like to talk about it?
What, did they cook?
No, that they do.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Nugget does so much for the community, yes, but you won't know because he doesn't take on the camera. Like even yesterday's meeting, mind you, if I say the name, everybody know.
You're gonna stop talking. You're gonna stop.
I ain't gonna say the guy's name, but the guy's looking at Nugget like, listen, why don't you do an interview? Meaning, why don't you help yourself? Explain to the community how your last event at the Reggie Lewis Center, which was your first one there, and you already outgrew the space. You had 150 family members outside after 500. Hold on. I think it was 649 tickets sold. So my brother Nugget sold 649 tickets. Reggie Lewis was so packed that they had to put cheers behind the basketball team. That's how packed that event was. And at the end of that event, Preem couldn't even get in. Preem called me like, Milton, there's a line and they're not letting nobody else in.
Hold on. Somebody over on Instagram said he's really about it. Sister
Nugget?
Luz.
About Nugget?
Sister Luz. Talk about you.
Oh,
Luz is over on Instagram. Luz, he was just talking about you. I just wanted to catch it while she was on. Sorry.
I be trying. So again, it's like by the time they was done with that event, mind you, it was so much kids from the city coming off of the bus. That's how they was getting there. So it was the crowd that the ones they worry about. Oh, what are these kids? There was no issues. If it makes sense, y'all, it was a peaceful event. By the time it was done, all the cops that was there, because I told Nugget, I was like, man, you have so much cop friends now. It's just weird for me. But the cops looked at him. It was like 8, 9 cops there. The one I like, I like Manny and Claude. Those are the guys right there. Like, I don't even look at them as Boston police officers, but Manny, I got some work to do with him and some kids down the line. So, but Claude, he's just a character. He does police dialogue with the Nuggets kids. So it's a good blend, right?
Yes, sir.
By the time that event was done, they started looking at Nugget. They was like, yo, you're really the mayor of the city. And it's true. Don't nobody have the kids like my brother does.
Oh, Nugget, listen, we and it's funny.
Nugget said he's still waiting on that video.
I was just getting ready to say I got a whole bunch of footage from Nugget and some.
Yeah, he was there. Scalabrini was there. Threw on the merch.
Don't bring it up. I got.
Yeah, nah, Nugget already told me. There's a text message. You want me to show you?
No.
To Java, I'm like, listen, I already told you the trick with Java. It's not me. You got to go to Mike. You got to go to Mike.
I text him this and it was like, yo, something. And he ain't responded yet. But anyway, Milton, I'm getting you off of here. It's 10:45. And you know, I was planning to go to 10:30. And y'all know Brother Milton can go. But I appreciate everything that you do for
I didn't even finish the coffee yet, Java.
I neither. And I got to get ready to do some stuff to make sure that we keep.
But no, on a serious note, though, I appreciate you. I appreciate these city officials.
Don't. Well,
I'm not, but no. Listen, I gotta speak my truth too, right? Because there's really people out there that's really helping, and I get it. We all have different experiences. Alex,
leave him alone.
No, that he wants.
Oh, he's gonna make his appearance.
Yeah, he wants his 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, he get one. He get Milton.
Come. I know. Come say hi to the family.
Hi, family.
Hi, Java family.
Hold on. There we go.
Say hi, Java family.
Hi, Java family.
Put him up so he can. Okay, there we go. So we can see us. He looks so much like Denise.
Yo, Java, come on. We're supposed to be brothers. Like, and you do that?
It's really that the yo for real. Is she still on?
Nah, you can't do me like that.
There go Uncle. There go Mario.
What's up, Mario?
Yeah,
you see his whole tone of voice change?
See though, there's no playing here. There's no. You see how in real time how you feel about Mario.
Mm-hmm.
We don't play no games here.
Listen.
I'm not my mom. I'm a dad.
Yeah, tell him you're my twin. You know, and shout out what? Tudo what?
Tudo.
Djunto.
Come on, sir.
And shout out my uncle.
Oh, she's still here. There she go. Look. Alex, mommy's on.
Hi, mama.
You get school vacation, so I gotta be a dad, you know, which
yes,
is
sir.
I enjoy it. We're gonna go play video games in a few. I don't have no meetings today, so
look.
Alex.
She said he's my twin.
See, Job, what you started?
I ain't start nothing, and we'll be here another 20 minutes.
Right, go, Alex. So let me wrap this up. Give me a second. He said peace, because that's what we do now. We say peace.
Yes, sir.
We've been chilling with the gods a lot lately. Fuquan in them, and they're rubbing on us, and they're saying, listen, instead of good morning, like you're mourning something, start off with peace. So I like that. Once you explain something and it makes sense to me, I start rocking with it. So now everybody, I randomly just peace and stuff like that. So, you know,
yep.
Like Mario said, yeah.
Mario closes.
Yeah, we had that conversation. We had it.
Sure.
I told him this is that day will come. You know, sure. I know exactly what he means, but again, we're not pretending. You know, we're not pretending. And I do hear them comments and them shades. You hear me, Java? So I'll never address them because what's for me
is for you.
Nobody get in the way of.
I know that's
right. You can't block mine.
And as long as community stays at the forefront, I know what you mean about what's for you. But for a lot of us, what's for us is community. So we'll be good. It's a balance. It is a balance. It is a balance of taking the high road and you know, but I often say people often take advantage of people that have evolved from something, forgetting that there's something from which they evolved. So, you know, I'll leave that there. Deshaun Fentis is in the room. This is a new name, I believe. So I just
he's a brother from Brockton, right? So again, this is the work we do behind the scene. He has a business, and damn, I don't mean to put him out there, but his wife is a judge, and she's actually visiting my brother.
Don't put him out there, Jesus.
Nah, no, because I'm gonna tell you how like people just think
Wonderful, but
no, like how we random. This is not random. His wife has been gone up to the prison. Like, how can we help Brockton?
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
it's
saying
like-
because you know how some people are.
Yeah. So it might seem random. It's like, why they going to Brockton? Why? Because it's not working in Boston. It is working in Boston.
That's why you're going to Brockton.
It is working in Boston. Okay, we don't
Yes.
hear the shootings like we used to. It is working. So
Hold on before you go. Please inbox Miss Teresa your logo.
I don't have a logo like that, Java.
Well, send her the Djunto logo or
Okay, I mean, what the Bumbya? She want Bumbya?
I don't know. You all figure it out in the inbox because
Yeah, I need to figure it out. Oh,
everybody
listen.
have all their own little relationships after the show goes off. So
Yeah, because you know I do too much. I need to focus more. Eventually, I need to focus more on my work as an author. And I know why you're like, Milton, you need to be intentional because a lot of these people don't know I write books, including Deshaun. So yesterday is when I connected with him.
Milton.
No, I'm gonna tell you the story. And then
No, you're not. You're gonna give me the 30-second version.
No, so listen, he was basically like, yo, I read both of those books. They're amazing. So I had to tell him, like, hold on, all right, it was me that wrote them. And then he said, really? He said, where's the third one? And his excitement is just letting me know, like, man, I just can't let go of that passion. I found a passion for writing Java, and I'm gonna continue it. So that's all I wanted to say. I wasn't gonna take another 30, even though we can make another thing work.
Look, you got some caffeine in you now too. Oh Jesus, I know how it is when it kicks in. It's like, let's go. But no, I gotta go. Yes, sir.
And I appreciate.
And her, hold on. Send her everything, and she'll create something. So send her what you got.
I appreciate her, and that's my oldest. My favorite sister's name's Teresa, also. So I guess it's the Teresa thing, but I appreciate you, Java, and
I got you.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate those city officials.
Why do you keep putting me in the? You know what?
You lucky I ain't shouting them out because I'll start with Julia.
Oh, you won't? Well, I mean, it ain't no shade when you say start with Julia.
Then I can mention China, and then I can mention
what you call it, all that stuff like that. So I'm just saying.
Yo, honestly, I want to say this, right? To the ones that are putting in the work,
to the ones that are
yourself,
Milton,
believe in yourself. No, I just want to talk to the community that feels like they're not being heard or seen. I see those brothers, Java, and I want them to keep striving and going. It doesn't matter who they feel is ahead of them. Sometimes people pretend better than others. So stay focused. And if you believe in this work, then do it. Put your heart in it. Them doors will open. Because Java, all I did was be consistent and authentic and genuine. And
listen, that'll preach. All I did was be consistent.
That's it, Java. Meaning I showed up for free. I showed up to put in the work because the pain was too much.
I get it. I definitely get it.
So
and
I want them
and to see that model makes a big difference. You know, and the sisters, but to see the consistency makes a difference. All right, Milton, I'm getting you off of here, brother. Go take care of Alex. Love you.
Don't wait too long.
What you call it?
I miss Java, so don't wait too long. I'll be back in a couple months with something else. You know, I got something.
We'll be talking and keeping folks up to date.
I appreciate the family, man.
All day, man.
It's always fun. It's always
love, bro. And leave Alex alone. All right, brother. Love you, man. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, I love that dude. Miss Teresa knows. It's just like that. I'm just being on the phone. I'm like, okay, yeah. But no, I really respect what Milton and others, even other initiatives, Yard Time, to the Djunto, other initiatives that are being done. Because it takes community, as our Congresswoman said when she was with us a couple of days ago. So I wanted to let you all know that we will probably, today's Thursday, we will probably broadcast the governor's conversation, which will only be on YouTube. So you don't subscribe on YouTube, you might miss the premiere. So make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe everywhere but especially on YouTube, if you would like to be made aware and see the premiere of our conversation with Governor Healy. It took place yesterday, and let me tell y'all, she had a couple of things to say. So, and she he used the words that in Massachusetts, Black history will not be whitewashed. I said, okay, Gov, I'm what you call it. But I'm going to get ready to go. And today is Thursday. If you're around in the Roxbury area this afternoon, I have the honor of hosting ABCD's Black History event, which will feature Amanda Shea performing and also a conversation I'm moderating, I believe, with Michael Curry and City Councilor Rusi Louis-Jean. That will take place at the Thelma Burns building this afternoon at 4 p.m. I believe it's 4 p.m. So yes, it is. Yep, it's 4 p.m. because I remember seeing a runner show. So anyway, if you're in the Roxbury area, please consider coming out. Don't forget, and Luz, I saw your note. I won't be there physically, but definitely there in spirit and supporting for the event in Brockton. So all right, folks, that's it. We will be back Monday morning. And I want to let you know that, as I said, at the early part of the year, we are going to be very intentional in two spaces when it comes to our health. One is Mental Health Mondays, and the other is bringing back on the first and third Tuesdays. It hasn't been perfect starting out. The first and third Tuesdays, your Healthy Java. So this Monday, we have the honor of working with the Child and Family Wellness Center and also the Universal Behavioral Health Services, which is a Black-owned collaboration that have offices in Leominster, Hyde Park, and a few other places. And we are at the beginning stages of some conversation about them working very closely with the platform for Mental Health Mondays. And so we will keep you abreast of that. However, Monday, they are coming in to make us aware of their services, from individual therapy to group therapy to working with youth and adults and all type of things that are centered around understanding the Black experience from a behavioral health perspective. So Monday, we have a few folks from that collaboration that will be with us. We're going to learn about what they do, but we're also going to get their perspective of the state of things for Black mental health, and also some of their maybe suggestions about how to cope and how to deal with things present. So please plan to be with us Monday at 10 a.m. And then also next week, it's the week of the 20s. On the 25th, we have, I believe it's Friends Works that is coming to chat with us. And that is basically a program that works with seniors and supports seniors around some socialization, and also often visiting and spending time with seniors that may not have a companion or family members that can do so. So that will be taking place on Wednesday. And we have some other programming coming up soon. And on March 5th, save the date, we will begin the celebration of 6 years of Java with Jimmy. And that kickoff will take place on March 5th at WGBH for the next episode of WGBH Amplifies James Jimmy Hills, host of Java with Jimmy. So those are some dates for you. Also, don't forget Friday, Sister Janae Osterheld and the Museum of Science, one of my partners. And we're actually chatting with them tomorrow to get our next few dates at the Museum of Science. But Janae is having her Beautiful Resistance Black History Month event at the Museum of Science on tomorrow. And so you can go to the website to get tickets. They're free tickets, but they want you to register for entrance. So that's it for me. It's 11 o'clock. Will I be nice today and let it go to 11:01 so Union Capital members can get 90 minutes? No, sir. What else do I have to share with you? Oh, regarding P3, things are interesting. There's still some conversations that are happening. And even at a higher level, my understanding is there are a few conversations going on within the city among different components of Black Boston. And so there are conversations taking place. And my understanding is that in those different convos, people are saying, hey, these other folks are conversing. Hey, these other folks are conversing. And so it's a good thing that conversations are happening with hopefully the foundation of those conversations coalescing together that will hopefully contribute to a Black Boston agenda, which will produce ways to measure and have report cards and, things like that. So I just wanted to share that as well. P3 in itself and what its original iteration is gone. So now we have to figure out how we keep, and there's a general sentiment that, with my city at peace and maybe some recalibration of the development team, how we still push and focus on making that a Black economic hub. Yes, with it, you need educational components. That makes me think of one of the points from yesterday. The governor is about to push two things in education: financial literacy. She had a lot to say about social media yesterday, and there's some regulations and some things that Massachusetts, she's a lawyer, so there's some buffers to protect our young people, and as she said, adults as well. So we got about 2 minutes left. Miss Teresa just mentioned that there is snow coming to Jesus Lord. We got no, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. So there's a warning in here. Wait a minute, they're talking about the sun all day today, and it's going to be a whole 39 degrees today. Heat wave. Tomorrow, 90%. Oh, shoot. 90% of snow starting at 12 noon, going to 12 p.m. And precipitation totals for 4 to 5 inches. Oh, Jesus. So snow tomorrow. And then I heard we're supposed to get snow on Sunday too. Is that true? Oh, so maybe it switched to Friday. Let me look at Saturday. So Saturdays. Oh, wait a minute now. All right, let me look at this. So, hold on. So tomorrow from about 12 noon, I swipe over to Saturday. It's saying it stops at about, it's in the middle between about 3 a.m. Huh? So 4 to 5 inches technically on Friday, and then greater than 2 inches going into Saturday, technically, if you flip over to Saturday. So we're looking at 6 inches, maybe. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Yeah. Oh, we don't need any more snow. Whatever, Miss Teresa. I mean, Sharon Cornelius. Whatever, Dina. We don't need any more snow. I'm done. I probably said, "Oh Lord," in reference to the snow. All right. It is 11:01. Union Capital members, you get 90 minutes for watching today. Everyone, we will see you on Monday at 10 a.m. with the Child and Family Wellness Center, collaborating with also Universal Behavioral Health Services that have offices, the Black economy hubs. Who are the drivers of those? Oh, Brother Vegan. I wish I knew exactly who that was, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I got to get off of here, but know that conversations are being curated, and one of them are having Nia Grace and Brother Curtis Rollins back to have an After Dark Part 2 of a Black economic development in Boston. Last thing, speaking of date, next Thursday night, 9 p.m., we will catch up and chat with the Real Boston Media for Java After Dark next Thursday night at 9 p.m. All right, that's it. Monday, 10 a.m. Peace.